Intel's 14th generation CPUs are the worst CPU that Intel has ever made. The 14900K is utter garbage and none of you should buy that. Well, the intro was a little clickbaity. I don't think it's utter garbage. It's bad, but not utter garbage. But yeah, if you have done commenting, well, thank you. It will give me much more engagement and it will tell YouTube to give me more views. So I appreciate that. Now let's talk about the 14th generation Intel CPUs. Well, all the reviews are out. Unfortunately, Intel didn't send me the media kit. So I will base my opinion after watching a lot of reviews. Some of them leaning towards Intel, some of them not. But after watching all of those videos, I have made my own opinion that these Intel 14th gen CPUs are not bad, but they are not that good either. Are we seeing any improvement compared to 13th generation? Yes, we are seeing improvement when it comes to clock speed and the TDP or the thermal constraint. Is that a brute force method? No, I don't think so that they are forcing their CPUs or cherry picking for 13th gen CPUs and repackaging them in the name of 14 series. I don't think that. They have developed their machining process and that's how they are getting much better yields of CPUs. And I'm sure Intel also tweaked the micro architecture to get where they are right now. So I think yes, these are improvement over 13th generation CPUs. These are not rebranding of any sort. And at the same time, these CPUs are coming at the same price as the 13th generation CPUs. But the 13th gen CPUs are also cheap right now. A bunch of vendors are selling 13th gen CPUs at a discounted price. We are going to see end of the year sales, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. So then we are going to see a lot of 13th generation CPUs at a much lower cost. And at that point, I don't think anybody should upgrade to a 14th gen CPU. And if you are already using a 13th generation Intel CPUs, you don't need a 14th generation CPUs. Your 13th gen CPU is fine. And at the same time, if you are using an old generation CPU, let's just say 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, whatever it is, yes, a 14th gen CPU might be a good option for you if you can find 14th generation CPUs at MSRP or lower cost. You can find the sales are coming, so I'm sure there would be some vendors who will be selling though even 14th gen CPUs at a lower cost. But you have to keep one thing in mind, the 14th generation CPU, the current architecture or the current platform would be the last with the 14th generation CPU. So the 15th generation and upward from Intel, they will be based on a newer platform. So if you are investing on a new motherboard and a CPU, then I would highly recommend you to wait and buy the 15th generation CPUs. But then again, a lot of rumors are coming in saying that even the 15th generation CPUs are not that good. But that's a topic for another day. And I would definitely suggest you not to get the i9-14900k, get the 13900KS, and the i7-4700K is a better buy compared to its 13th generation counterpart. And the i5 one is pretty similar on the gaming performance, but it's a better when it comes to computational workflow like video editing and 3D rendering. So if you do 60% creative work and 40% gaming, then the i5 one is much better suited for you. But here is the thing. If you don't have a bias towards Intel, I would definitely suggest you look at the current generation AMD CPUs. The 7800 X3D is really a good gaming CPU. It's cheap, it offers you really good gaming performance, and at the same time it is also great when it comes to creative workflow. So that's a really good option, but again, you do you. But if you are one of those extreme overclockers, then I would suggest you go with the i9-14900KF because it just hit 9.1 gigahertz world record. So if you can run your PC 24/7 on liquid nitrogen or any exotic cooling system, then get a i9-14900k. And talking about new launch, OnePlus just recently launched just few hours ago while I'm recording the video, their OnePlus Open Fold. It is their entry into foldable phones. It's one of the best folding phones right now in the market, and I dare say it's one of the best OnePlus phone that we have seen in last few years. Now, some of you might say, well, it's a rebranding of Oppo Find N3. Yes, it is. Oppo is the parent brand of OnePlus, but OnePlus is still a much more global player than what Oppo is. So a lot of people in US, Canada, and specifically the Western and European side of the world would get the OnePlus or would get to know about the OnePlus Open than its Oppo counterpart. And talking about phones, iPhone 15 Pro recently found its way to a new controversy or a new gate, and this time it's a display gate. According to some reports, a few iPhone Pro and Pro Max models are getting severe burn-ins in their display. Now, OLED displays are prone to burn-ins, but thanks to modern technology, we are seeing burn-ins less and lesser day by day. But some of the outliers in iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, oh my god, they are like burned to the crisp. They are close to unusable, honestly. But we haven't got anything from Apple that is it a problem that gonna be a widespread issue, or it's just few faulty panels or specific factories are producing these phones, so it having these kind of problems. We haven't got anything official. Earlier this week, I made a video about how updating AMD GPU drivers can get you banned in a bunch of video games which use Valve's anti-cheat software. Well, now AMD rolling out new driver updates where it is disabling their anti-lag plus feature from all supported games. That means that currently this feature will be on hold until AMD finds a way to implement it globally without affecting any players. And lastly, let's talk about Marvel Spider-Man 2. And honestly, Insomniac Games just outdid themselves again. It's a proper successor of the previously amazingly successful Spider-Man 1, and also it's kind of DLC or a 1.5 version of that, the Spider-Man Miles Morales. Both of the games were really good, and according to the reviews, the Spider-Man 2 is again good. It improves on things that it was lacking before, and Metacritic just gave it, at least while making the video, 90 scores. That means it is a must play. And today in this video, I suggest you a lot of things. So lastly, I'm going to suggest you one more thing, and that is to like the video. Don't dislike. Just don't. It hurts when you dislike, man. It really feels bad. So don't dislike. I really like you guys, so please don't hit the dislike button. Hit like. And if you want to watch more videos from us, so I do that every single time, dude. It's so cringy, but yeah, I'm gonna do it every time. So watch this video right here, and if you want to watch more videos from us, again, check this video right here. And if you want to subscribe, do it by here. I'm getting really bad at this, so I think you guys don't need to subscribe to my channel. Okay, just don't, unsubscribe. Yeah, if you are subscribed to the channel, unsubscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.